Braincake is a delicious, sweet nourishment created by combining two or more grains.
Hello everyone, welcome to an episode of Braincake. Jeremy is tortured. Well, you went festive with it. I was just going to go more Disney vibe because you apparently seem to be on the dreading end of having to be packed along, stowed away. Are you being escorted to Disneyland?
Technically, it's been offered, okay. And I was told today, because I told him, I was like, I don't know if I'll be able to take the time off for that. And he's like, well, I'll see you when I get back.
Talking about your man.
Yeah. He's like, well, I'll just see you when you get back. Because, I mean, I understand his family works there and they get, it's an experience that they've had almost every year for a long time.
Mm-hmm. Well, I will say, knowing you along with the rest of the fellows here at the cauldron of the cake, so to speak, we would all probably say you're notoriously a homebody. Like, out of all of us, you are probably the hermit. Like, you're sitting there, you're slaving away on the keyboard for our show, just not leaving, seeing daylight. You're a vampire of the night. Jamming down on some Halo and occasionally some...
I have what I need here. Okay, I'm a simple, humble person. I don't need a lot of stuff. I don't understand expensive planned vacations.
Nothing in the outside world really interests you.
Yes, no, that's not what I'm saying. Like, I love to go outside and experience things I've never experienced before.
I mean, in terms of like going...
Like, I went to Pensacola, and I wanted... Well, there was two reasons to go there. There was an ex to visit, plus...
The fact that you had interest in going to Florida.
I know, right? It's weird. Plus, I was like, why the fuck not go? What other chances do I have to go? So I went. It was spur of the moment. I had like, 3 days, maybe it was 5 days.
Fuck, if you don't have to drive, dude, hell yeah.
And it was an interesting experience because I didn't do the typical vacation shit. That's why I liked it.
I think vacations are kind of...
overrated.
I mean, they're
not overrated, but
I think the idea of vacations are overrated in sense of people idealize vacations. It seems like it's a race. You know what I mean? Like families in particular. A lot of people,
literally like
It's a sprint to do as much shit as you can in a time frame before your hotel basically is like, all right, you got to go.
The Christmas movie, not Christmas with the Cranks. What the fuck is it? The
Christmas with the Cranks.
No.
Fuck.
They go on vacation all the time. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Yes, that is basically. That's what I think of when people mention vacation.
When I think of vacation, I think of Home Alone.
Home Alone?
People trying to break in all day.
Oh, my God.
I'm like a little kid, I'm setting up booby traps. That's what I do.
I don't know, man. I know that it comes from where I grew up. It was an isolated area. There wasn't a lot to do unless you were outside in the wilderness. I enjoy being outside in parks and nature. Like, sure. I love going to Cumberland Falls. I like visiting Mammoth Cave. Shit like that. That's my type of vacation.
Actually, I take that back. I went to Mammoth Cave probably about a year and a half ago. I had never been. I went with my now ex, and I went with Hambone as well. Hambone, he'd been there before. And I am not a nature person. Right. You are. I'm far removed from nature. I'm far removed from just society.
Right. I mean, you're a homebody, but you're also a social.
I'm a tortured socialist.
Yeah.
Wait.
Socialist. Not socialist.
Not not what I mean. What I mean is, God damn it! I just Chris Channed myself right then.
That's a clip. They're going to clip that. You guys clip that.
Don't fuck me like that. Stop. Stop it, I say.
Hashtag stop attacking my friends.
Stop attacking my friends. Stop attacking me. Stop attacking all of us.
He's a homebody, but he wants to be social. But he hates people.
That's my curse. That is my curse. I want to be social and I want to like people, but
we both have that experience. I find most people boring because they have little to offer in the brief experience you share with most people. They don't have a lot to offer.
Well,
there's a few gems that will stand out every now and then. Where
like me?
These people, yeah, exactly.
Jimothy, I am the Jim.
So there's personalities that will stand out to you and attract you, right off the bat. But in general populous public, it's like casual conversation.
Well, some people are just social butterflies anyway.
Right.
You know what's hilarious?
You've not been recording.
I've not been recording my fucking video this whole time. That's incredible. So I've been burning all my great fucking delicious light. For the video viewers who are just now seeing me, hello, I'm Jimothy. This is braincake. Merry Christmas / Kwanzaa / Hanukkah / New Year's. Because this year is almost fucking over, and thank goodness, and I'm glad you can see my face now. For the audio listeners, you don't even have to worry about that. I have the perfect face for radio, so you don't even need to see me.
What? Don't just look at me. I mean, what?
I'm like, that's your cue, man. What's up?
That's a dry lead-in.
It's a reintroduction to the show. Hi, I'm Jimothy. Yeah. This is Jer on the other opposite end of me. And guess what? Kiwi's not here. He's a sick person. He's come down with something. I'm not sure what. I cannot disclose that because that has not been disclosed to me. All I know is the man is
under the weather.
He's under the weather and he's not feeling very well. And I, as a matter of fact, this time last week, was not feeling very well at all either myself, and I laid and moped for about a week. And that's not to excuse our absence. For the past, we've been like hit and miss with episodes since November.
Yeah.
And it's not, I think it's been noticed. And I mean, if I've noticed it, if my little fucking OCD brain picks up on it, it's just going to be a matter of time before everybody else follows suit and they're like, hey, these motherfuckers been slipping. I want to say a lot of reasons. Mostly, like, there's personal issues, of course, not between us and the bunch, just, personal life
outside
matters.
family
issues,
stuff,
schedules. I mean, like,
and it was the holidays, guys. We've had Thanksgiving, we've had Halloween, we've had Christmas, New Year's is coming up.
I feel like I've put myself on trial. I've put us all on trial
you
right
have
then.
Put us on trial.
Saying
we apologize. We're sorry.
Your Honor, I swear.
We should have said something in September that, hey guys, we get spotty this time of year.
Well, and honestly, we did last year as well, but that's only an area we can improve this podcast. We are still in the growing stages, I like to think, with this podcast, ladies and germs. And I'm just happy that you have decided that you wanted to even partake, even if you just hear our voice for 5 minutes. I would be more than happy to have you along. Just even if you just think, fuck you, fat boy, and then just you leave. You know what I mean? Like,
right. What the fuck is this dumb hick talking about?
Yeah,
I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Yeah, why is he talking to me like he knows something? He doesn't know shit. He's a dummy. Listen to how he talks. He's stupid. Look at his face. He's got a stupid face. They've all got stupid faces. They all just make the same dick and fart jokes over and over and over, and they make the same fucking hooker jokes and pedophilic jokes and all these other horrendous topics.
They're only getting views because of what they talk about.
That's all it is, man. They're a bunch of fuck faces.
They're not really saying anything important.
Yeah, they're like only deadbeats and stoners listen to that. What are they even talking about? Are they even making any sense? Who likes that? I don't know who I'm trying to be.
I wonder if like casual Romans thought that about philosophers, because they did a lot of weird shit. Like I know there was one that, and I'm not trying to call anybody out, but Felix PewDiePie likes one. His idea was that he kind of expelled everything, and he lived as a homeless person for a long time. He lived in a barrel, and people made fun of him and shit. But he's like a really well-known philosopher in college and shit.
I think I've heard of him. He's an old-time philosopher, right?
Yeah.
Well, shit, man. Some.
But
people
I wonder if
like,
people looked at that and was like, "These people are,
Some people just live like
vagabonds.
Oscar the Grouch, man. They want to be some folks want to be in a trash can, some people want to be in a barrel, and some people want to write their greatest thoughts from that barrel. And they want to present it in an Aristotle type level.
I like to think that we're the 21st century version of that in a way.
Sure. And I just sat here and manufactured hate that doesn't exist for our podcast, like, for 2 minutes straight.
Right.
I mean, like...
all we get is love in the comments. That's why it's like, I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that we've missed episodes. There's not been as many clips came out. It's just been a little hectic.
I mean, it always is this time of year, not just for us.
It'll
it is
straighten
for
out
anybody.
sometime around in January or February.
Oh, it's straightened out now. With this episode, honestly, straightforward, I don't give a fuck. It's straightened out.
Right. Well,
even
hopefully the plans for the next episode will work out.
I think it'll all work out from here. Like, the holidays are over now. As we record this is the day after Christmas Day as we are recording this. You'll be hearing this before 2022. And all of 2021, I have thought that it is 2020. The 2020 never ended for me, apparently, because I don't know. I'm awful with it. I've just been stuck in time.
The only reason I know what year it is because of my job.
Even then, that doesn't help me sometimes. I'm just like, because I'm still writing fucking, I mean, like, I'm in one of those jobs, I'm still writing with pens and shit, you know what I mean? I'm not using the keyboard like I am, but I still have shit I got to write down and do all stuff like that, just handwrite it. And, like, if I'm dating it, I'm very bad to just fucking put an O. So I just make like a really fat 1 over the 0. So like the 0 doesn't exist. It's just this really abnormally large
1.
1. This fat fucking 1, man. It's not any taller. It's just really beefy. So then I got to make the rest of my numbers look all fucked up. And I'm OCD as hell with my handwriting.
Well, I'm sure you've heard that joke that next year is just 2022.
Well, I said last year, I was like, don't get your hopes up about 2021 because it's literally just going to be a redo of 2020. And beyond that, I mean, I can't say. 2021 was better. Yeah. I will say, I mean, like, for myself speaking, I mean, like, for you, sounds like it was the same. But for me, 2021 was much more of a peaceful year in my head altogether than 2020. 2020 was riddled with uncertainties. And not to say this year hasn't been, but that's neither here nor there. Things are looking better, in my opinion. And I just want to cling on to that. It's just the tiniest fucking fraction of hope, just for a little bit. Let Jimothy get a little bit of hope in his heart because I usually don't have that, and I want it. Let me have it.
So, and I know our listeners probably don't tune into us to hear about like real world shit, but
sure,
I like to think that the situation around us that's going on in the outside is improving. But I do see headlines and shit, and I'm like, fuck.
Well, see, I don't even check the headlines, man, unless you guys are showing me.
I don't, 2 years in, I don't look for it to change anytime soon.
Nah.
And my only thing is, like, if we can get this whole shipping situation under control, I imagine the situation outside would improve significantly as far as people's struggles right now.
Well, things have to come to a break at some point.
Yeah. Things
have to stop somewhere and begin somewhere else.
I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on. Oh, sorry.
Oh, shit!
Oh, my God. Earthquake. By the way, one of those happened recently in this state.
Did it?
Yes, it was a 2.6 magnitude earthquake.
Where in the hell in Kentucky did a earthquake happen?
Pikeville?
Pikeville?
Somewhere around there.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Ah, the mountains. As if they haven't seen enough devastation in their life.
I was.
Let's reintroduce earthquakes back into the region.
I was looking back, in my memory as I read that article about it, because it happened at like 6 a.m. or something like that. Didn't
we have an earthquake a few years back? Actually,
yes.
It was very minor.
Yeah, we don't ever have like strong earthquakes. They're just minor stuff. Occasionally, now I do remember one when I was at my parents' house. I thought somebody had hit the house with an ATV because it just shook randomly all of a sudden. That's what it felt like. Because the way their driveway, it comes up and like comes around their house, you can easily hit the corner if somebody's, who knows what, you know? I don't know.
I just want to picture somebody just like fucking full speed ATV
I don't
riding into a side of a trailer saying, "Goddamn woo!"
Luckily, it wasn't a trailer; it was a house. So
a house. I'm sorry.
It would be like, you know.
My memory is misplaced. It's been a very long time. I apologize.
It just looks like a double wide.
I mean, I lived in a double wide for a long time. It's okay. I kind of miss double wide life, baby.
Right. I don't like stairs.
I grew up in a trailer, dog.
Yeah.
I'm fine with it. I like trailers. If you're a single person, you don't need anything more than a trailer.
No,
it's
cheap housing. It's affordable.
And
you need the piece of land to wheel it on.
Yeah, and not saying like, look, if I made $250,000 a year, I wouldn't live in a trailer. You know what I mean? Like, just outright with you, I'm not going to be living in a trailer if I have that kind of money. If I'm making that yearly, I'm going to find somewhere a little nicer, something a little more I could do with. You know, I would.
If I'm making that yearly, I'm building my own goddamn house.
Yeah, and goddamn, YouTube ain't paying me.
No,
it ain't paying any of us, and I know I'm saying that it shouldn't. I'm not saying that you lovely people out there should.
Right.
But I'm a prostitute, baby. I'm a prostitute.
Prostitute for content.
Piss on me and give me money. I'm kidding. Not really, but I kind of am. I'm not that desperate.
Right.
If people want to hop on board, man, let the fucking system it be. Give me some chump change, you know, so I can put a little gasoline in my car. Or hell, man, I want to
buy some extra groceries. Hell,
sure. There's a lot of things I would like to do with this podcast, and folks. I don't know where the show's going to go. We do have a fun article lined up for you here in a little bit, but this is a year-end review. Kiwi's down and out, and honestly, I haven't really heard from the rest of the guys all that much lately.
We're just kind of bantering and seeing what happens, I guess.
Sure.
It's one of those cakes.
It's a year-end review.
Yeah.
It's a slight year-end review. Not of anything we're doing.
But I feel like the podcast is improving overall. It's improved a lot this year.
Oh, yeah.
Especially.
The mixer. We finally got a mixer, and that made a world of difference.
Yes, and hopefully things have been looking up for me personally. And, you know, I like to invest in our little baby here. So hopefully we'll have an extra mixer and some mics that way, you know, the Yeti serves us well, but come on, guys.
We're talking about the braincake podcast baby, not mine and Jer's like particular baby we're raising together.
We're not the birds.
The Burbos, Blue, you don't see him, the mascot for our podcast or what has deemed to be. He's not behind me because we're not in Kiwi's recording. We're in whatever the fuck we call I don't even know. It seems like everybody's recording spot has a different name that's just been assigned to it. You have Brock's Humble Abode. You have Hambone's Castle Ham.
Yeah, Castle Ham.
You have
Kiwi Studio.
Mm-hmm. You have your whatever the fuck we called it before. The Void.
Yeah, the Void.
The Void. Mm-hmm. And this place, I guess it's my lair. I don't know. Jimothy's lair. Jimothy's lair. By God.
Well, I mean, I don't know what they can see on your camera, but if they see the Necrogoblicon poster behind you, it's kind of, your posters are...
You can't see it behind me, unfortunately.
Yeah, but I mean, your wall is very you.
Sure. Slightly gory, slightly fake wrestlers.
Yes.
Oh, not fake wrestlers.
They're real wrestlers.
Yeah, they're real, damn it.
It's still real to me, damn it.
They're real.
They're real.
Well, I just heard Blue, actually.
Yeah.
He had to chime in on it. He thinks wrestling's real.
Yes.
He's upset by it.
He's the best fan.
If you insult it, then he gets really upset and he starts flopping around the bottom of the cage.
Honestly, look, guys. So, I know you guys don't click the wrestling content often, but you need to understand that for some weird reason, it's not really a weird reason, there's just several of us, we all kind of know wrestling, we understand what the content is overall.
Right.
You know, we're not blind and oblivious to the fact that it's a fucking show that's put together for entertainment.
But
it's literally in the name.
You know, it's kind of funny though. It's like that's not even something that anybody should even have to address about anything they watch on television at any given point.
Right? It's fucking that's television for you.
It's like
folks.
this is just what I'm watching, dude. It's like I just like what I like. I like watching what I watch.
Right, and I'm not. I don't have to justify why I like it. There's just some aspects about it that interest me.
But it's one of those things that you almost feel obligated to have to
explain,
justify,
yeah.
to explain. It's kind of like it's like you got caught jacking off the porn or something. Like you have to explain yourself. Like, what are you doing?
No, I'm not
what
a CNN host. Okay, I'm not a CNN host. I will not jack off on a Zoom call.
Leave him alone. He's had enough.
In October, you were on a Zoom call with your colleagues from the New Yorker magazine. Everyone took a break for several minutes, during which time you were caught masturbating on camera.
You got it all right, sad to say.
He has
apologized for it.
He's apologized. I mean, like how much you just have to make one simple mistake, dude, and just say one simple thing, and people gonna ride your nuts till the end of time.
You know, I have spent the 7 subsequent months, miserable months in my life, I can certainly confess.
The internet doesn't forget.
Imagine the fucks that get caught by the fucking online people. the fucking online people. It's the cyber police. That's who it is. Well, they're protecting our children.
You're gonna meet a 13-year-old boy. You want to have a conversation, or you want me to call the police?
You want to die?
Huh?
You want to fucking die?
What'd you say, bitch? I'm smacking you.
Leave me alone.
Dads against predators and YouTube content providers of that ilk is what I'm saying. Imagine the fucks that they catch. How much they get. You got their plate. You got all that stuff. You ain't gonna survive.
Right.
You ain't gonna survive that. Fuck that. Your existence
Look, man,
is
we're
destroyed.
small fish in a big pond.
Yeah, and this man just tugged his penis once. I mean, it was during a Zoom call. It was very bad timing.
Well, maybe he thought the camera was on.
That's what I said.
That's what he said.
Maybe he was just having, and he just
actually he said there was no excuse for it.
He was nervous. I figured maybe it was
a nervous jerk.
It was an intense meeting, man. He had to do something to get some of that pressure off of me, and then he just builds up cum as a
that was my
pressure.
question. Like after I initially cracked up at the whole premise that a CNN host was apologizing for wanking in a Zoom call, I questioned like the urgency to do that wank at that moment. That's what I mean.
It is a bizarre time to have a tug, but
you're right.
You know, I mean, like I can understand.
Did he have other content open on his laptop while this was like what?
Maybe, I don't know. I'd rather him tug though than like fucking hurt somebody. You know what I mean? Like,
but you know, through this,
how many times have you been caught jacking off in your life? I mean, I don't know about as an adult. I'm just saying, like.
Yeah, that's what my mind immediately was like, let's go back. So, I don't know, like twice, 3 times maybe?
Oh my God. I can't believe I'm asking you about like the times you've been caught masturbating.
No, but I mean, it's relevant to the situation. Yes,
Yeah.
it's a humiliating factor, and you're just like, you don't know what
No one wants to be
about
caught tugging, man. Like, I've been caught.
You just gotta let that go. Like, let's just forget it ever happened and move on.
And then, you know, you go from. It's weird how life works in chapters, you know, because you start out like being scared of getting caught masturbating, and then you go on to being an adult who fucks in front of your friends or something. You know?
And masturbates on people's faces.
Yeah,
for fun.
You go from this nervous, I don't want to get caught because this is scary to. Fuck me, man, like in the ass with a strap on, strap a ball gag in my mouth and put slut on my back with
like,
spray paint.
Let me swallow that.
Yeah, you know, fucking humiliate me, Captain.
Like, it's a weird, but like you said, it comes in chapters. It grows. It's very much like an RPG. You invest those traits, or like those traits pick up over time. It's like a, what is that called? Like a minimal skill or whatever, a secondary class skill.
Sure, I'm not sure where you're going with this, but I'm
like those like masturbating, wanking, that embarrassment feeling from it.
How that just seems,
that's a secondary skill that levels up over time, and eventually it just hits max level.
Gotcha.
And you're just like,
it's just like, oh, this doesn't even matter anymore.
Right,
like I'm invincible.
Right.
I'm bullet. I am shame proof.
I can mute this meeting and wank, and no one will be the wiser.
I cannot be shamed. No matter what happens, I cannot be shamed.
There's no shame in my wank.
Doesn't matter if I fucking. I was going to try and transition into that website. I'm not going to do that yet. But I do have a slight transition in the sense of, oh my God, I can't believe I've done this to myself. I should be beaten with a stick for doing.
You should, because you tried to transition and now you're off in left field picking daisies somewhere.
I ain't picking daisies. I'm fucking calling an ambulance. Tell them to help me find my brain. Say, hey, dipshit, you lost us out here somewhere.
Look, man, that's just what's happened since 2019.
Yeah, chapter flips. There we go. Chapter flips. That's it, God damn it. This brain cake is like a chapter flip. And it's something that I would like it, man. Like, there are people that I feel like have genuinely invested some time into this podcast. Yeah. And that's not something that we genuinely had last year. And that's fucking phenomenal. Like, I was looking on the Braincake Clips channel on YouTube, by the way. Like, if you, yet again, I will always reiterate, if you're listening to this and you like what you hear and you're hearing this for some reason on the Clips channel, go to our main channel, please.
Subscribe there.
Yeah, or just find us on Spotify, iTunes, any of that good jazz. You can find us in lots of places.
Yeah, there's audio. This isn't just a video podcast. Yeah. Like it comes out in audio more frequent than the video does, because
the audio is always.
We have one editor, and that's Keegan, and he can only do so much so fast. Like, yes.
They say, "What the hell are you other guys doing over there?" And they're like, "Hey man, we do other stuff too. Don't worry."
Yeah, don't worry. There's a lot of background stuff that goes on.
There's a lot of shit I have to hear back and back. We've beaten that with a dead horse.
Yeah.
I don't even want to think about
Jim is our resident catalog for all podcast knowledge when it comes to brain cake.
I'm also considered the resident garbage man in terms of I filter through all the trash, make sure none of the trash gets out.
Yeah.
And, I mean, some trash does get out. But we're happy about that trash, and we want you to have it.
Yeah.
I enjoy trash occasionally, man. Trash makes good content.
Nonsense, does make good content. You don't always want to be plugged into what's going on. Sometimes you just want to listen to some random ass bullshit that these people are cracking up at.
Yeah. And apparently 14 countries this year felt the urge they wanted to do that.
Yeah.
And that's crazy. We've had we've at least reached 13 other countries besides the one we reside in terms of listenership, audio-wise. Now, YouTube, I couldn't tell you the statistics, but I do know in the Braincake Clips channel, I mean, like, I keep talking about that one, but that's the one that has the dominant viewership.
Yeah.
It started uploading videos, like, just now 4 months ago. Now, like, as of this week, made like 4 months ago. And we've obtained 23,000 views in that time. Collectively.
That's crazy, Tony.
And yeah, that is crazy. I mean, like, and that generally it comes from one of our videos in particular, maybe two. And I'm not saying that's what drove a lot of traffic that way.
Yeah.
But it's crazy just how simple, how quick sometimes it could be, and you just don't see it coming, and then it is.
Look, I appreciate anyone that will spend time to listen to me, no matter how long they do it.
Absolutely.
I don't care if you only spend 5 minutes on one of our videos, and you're just like, that's not for me. Thank you for the click.
Yeah, thank you for at least being curious enough to, like, fucking look at it. You don't have to like it, but just the fact that...
Yeah, and if you stick around, thank you. Thank you.
Fuck yeah. You're badass, man.
Yeah.
Like, you're cool as fucking. For the audio people, you're the real OGs.
Yeah.
And, like, I'll just tell you that much. I mean, like, audio's always the main home for this show, like we said earlier. I always make sure, like, if you, like, video's not going to be for everybody. That's just a fact. And, like, me personally, it's not even for me.
Right.
Like, audio is always going to be my reliant source of podcasts.
Yeah.
Like,
it's my top priority, too, because that's how I consume my podcast through the day.
Sure, and maybe that's why the Clips channel does better.
Yeah.
It could be that as well. You know, it's
Yeah,
like it's
short
easier
snips.
to easier to digest. Maybe you just want to see. Maybe you want to see what we look like for some fucking reason. I don't know. Like, look, surprise! Hey, we're here. There's not a whole lot to us. We're not special. We're not We're sexy. Oh, I mean, like, I'm not going to deny that we're sexy motherfuckers. There's nothing about that. Nothing's going to change. And we age like wine. We're not like milk.
But
we don't clabber.
We look like people. We're not aliens.
Yeah, we look like people. I don't look like that fucking... What's that weirdo? That fucking...
Weirdo?
That weird guy looks like a goddamn, like, alien. Jeffree Star or something.
Jeffree Star? Oh, my God.
Am I going to get attacked for that?
Probably. He's got a big fan. That You're commencing in the YouTube beauty community, which is another reason I'm kind of weird about video. Sorry, guys.
I mean, like, I don't know shit about the... I just know that Jeffree Star is not beautiful.
I don't even really care to give him attention because, like...
I'm just attacking this person for no reason.
He deserves every bit of the fucking attack. He's trash, dude. Like, he is trash. I am sorry. After 2019, I cannot say anything other than Shane Dawson, Jeffree Star, basically the entire fucking beauty community, the big ones from 2019 are all trash for the most part.
Oh, they're all terrible people?
They're all terrible people.
I can't believe
Big
that.
surprise.
Gas.
People who like gossip are terrible people.
I can't believe that. I can't believe people who make six figures, seven figures a year are awful fucking people. I can't.
And I know the meat canyon that that it reminds you of.
Of course, yes.
Him sitting on his rich couch,
Yeah.
apologizing, bringing up the riots of 2020.
Yeah.
Like, dude, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
You started a rumor. I don't even know if it was a fucking rumor.
Maybe misinformation.
Sorry, audio guys. Oh my God.
Audio guys.
Sorry, everybody. You basically ruined somebody's life, which deservedly, if it was true. But he was a competitor. James Charles was a beauty product competitor to Jeffree Star, and he comes out and says that James Charles is messaging young boys or had been with young boys. I don't know. It's some horse shit like that.
So he's lucky Dap didn't catch him. Dap don't find him. Dap don't get him.
Apparently that's some real shit that had actually happened, because James Charles has some lawsuits going on and stuff. But this hasn't impacted any of their viewership. Nobody gives a fuck. This is the 21st century.
It's just shit that's like, ooh, this is going to make a good video next.
Right, this is tea stuff, like YouTube tea stuff.
This is fuel to add to the fires of our beef, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We can use this to... how many videos could they make about the dude if he got caught doing shit like that? Like,
I hope iNabber doesn't make a video of it. Actually, iNabber, honestly, if you want to clip this and put it out there in one of your random videos about Shane Dawson or some shit, because I know you cover a lot of Shane Dawson stuff. And I'm sorry you actually have to go through that torment, but I too watch a lot of his videos and remember some of his early content. Oh, it's horrific.
That's how I feel about Geno Samuel having to go through all of Chris Chan's historic amount of fucking content about himself. All the nudity, all the shoving shit up his ass, everything.
You have my permission, iNabber, to use the whole clip of their trash, their garbage, and I'm sorry that I even have to be included in the whole YouTuber, because now we're doing videos and we're on YouTube now. We're not just on Anchor and Spotify and like a typical podcast audio format.
Jer's the resident YouTuber. I will remain the audio soul.
No, I don't want to be a YouTuber. I just have followed all this drama for so long that I'm sorry that we have to be included in that whole hemisphere.
Well, to be fair, sometimes we talk YouTube. Actually, we do a lot of the time, so that's kind of fair to say, I suppose. But they would just be like, well, you don't have any room to stand on. You're tiny people, but and I'm not even trying to get into anything with anybody because I really don't fucking care.
I don't care either.
I don't know anything about any of these people.
I've never met them personally. I have no, I just judge them based on the content. The person that they have shown me through their content, I don't like. I'm going to say that.
That's the thing me and Kiwi talked about a long time ago. It's the perception people put out there.
Yeah.
The social media presence that you put out there. People only know what you put out. And if that's all you put out, you're leaving that as people's, fucking, that what they're adding in their equation of what they're going to end up thinking of you.
Right.
Like, they're just compiling this information, but like, okay, well, he's on record. This is everything they've done, what they've said. I don't know what they've said off record. I don't know what they think about when they go to bed at night, or who they talk to when they lay down, you know what I mean? Or what they're sitting there watching on TV.
What their psychology is in the middle of the day.
What they're just doing on their day-to-day basis. I don't know what their fucking thoughts are. I don't know anything like that. All I know is what they have put in the hemisphere of online activity. That's all I know. That's all I have any capability of knowing. And I mean, like, people can't be so desensitized that they look at shit like online and think, well, that's the person, because it's not the entire story. It's not. But we get lost in that. I think people do get lost in that idea sometimes.
We do.
Like,
I've always tried to tell myself and keep myself grounded, no matter how famous someone is or what their position is.
There's still people.
They are a normal fucking person winging the shit everyday life just like I am. I don't give a fuck if you're the president. You are winging shit like everybody else. I keep hitting this fucking cable.
The only difference being is that
you have a little more knowledge.
There's a financial fucking
difference.
Cushion, so to speak.
Yeah.
I was trying to think of like a landing pad. There you go. Yeah. A safety net, god damn it. That's the word. Safety net.
We are at a loss for words tonight, guys.
We are, man. And I'm at a loss for words. I hate to give you the flattest transition on earth.
No, we are not transitioning on that. There is more to be said here. We have apologized. We have covered content. We said this was going to be the closing episode for 2021.
Yes.
What have we covered about 2021?
I mean, it's over, pretty much.
It is over.
The world didn't explode yet.
Was it Merry Christmas, guys? Happy Thanksgiving.
Well,
we covered that sort of in the beginning. But, if you're not Christian, happy holidays. Whatever holiday you celebrate. If you don't celebrate holidays, I hope you had a good weekend, a good day off, a good whatever.
I'm offended you said happy holidays and Merry Christmas and stuff. I'm offended that you said any of those.
I'm sorry that you're offended, but it will not affect me. Well, none the least.
Well, you're canceled. I hope you're satisfied with being canceled.
I've been canceled since 1998.
Are you a specter? Have you been exiled from life? Like, were you beheaded at 98 or something? What happened?
They took my videographic virginity.
I hope you caught the bastards and turned them into the police. If they got child porn of you, you ought to report that.
No, actually, it's not child porn. I was just in a bathtub. That's what I was going to say. Like you were saying earlier.
Well, that's just a child being a child.
I was going to bring up that we don't give off so much of a YouTuber-ish stance. We're pretty much who we are. What you see on this podcast is who we are, for the most part. There's parts of us you're not going to get, but we all have social media. Well, you don't so much no more.
Brock doesn't.
Hambone doesn't.
Well, half and half.
Yeah, some of us have social media. You can catch up on us. I don't even think Kiwi posts. I post the most, I think, because most of my life is public.
You're the host with the most, so you should be posting the most. If you didn't, I would be disappointed.
I mean, when you consider that... Okay, for those of you who don't know, well, we've mentioned it before. It's been mentioned on the podcast, I should say. There was a documentary made in my childhood, American Hollow. You can find it on YouTube. Search it up. American Hollow, 1998.
Always for clarification, it was an HBO series, correct?
Yes, it was an HBO documentary made by Moxie Firecracker Films and Rory Kennedy. I think it was her first documentary.
Like underground or undercover?
It premiered through the HBO Undercover series.
Gotcha. Okay.
And I don't remember exactly everything that was covered by that series, but that's what it premiered through on like satellite TV and cable. Mm-hmm. But I
remember when it came out. I didn't have access to it because I didn't have HBO as a child, but I did have someone who VHS recorded it and gave it to me. We're old folks.
We are old. I had a VHS of it because she sent every family member that was in the documentary a copy of it. We also got copies of the book that came out, American Hollow, by Rory Kennedy. Photos by Langdon. What is his name? Mark Langdon, I think, or something like that. I hope I didn't slaughter your name, man. I'm sorry, it's been so long.
Well, you either slaughtered or doxed him, one of the
Right.
two. So.
Well, no, it says it in the book. I mean,
sure. I'm just.
But
I'm
he
just
took all the
joshing.
photos for the book. And so it makes sense that my life would be mostly public. There's a Facebook page for American Hollow.
Sure.
9,000 people follow that. I'm sorry, I'm not saying bringing it up for anything to throw shade at the podcast.
No, I get
it's a fan page, man. It's not my page. Somebody messaged me one day and said, "Hey, do you care if I make a fan page?" And I'm like, "Go ahead." And then eventually they invited me to post content on it. And I do occasionally. Updates on the family because people ask all the time.
You would probably have the most prominent social media presence of all of us here.
But I'm not on TikTok. I'm sorry, guys. It's just a personal preference of mine.
Don't apologize for not being on TikTok.
No, I have to apologize. Well, not to our viewers, but there are younger viewers that would, be upset about that. We should probably be on TikTok. We may get more viewers on TikTok.
According to Kiwi, we do have a TikTok, a braincake TikTok. So
Right.
whether I like it or not, I suppose I do exist on TikTok.
Yes. But I personally am not on TikTok. I'm not a TikToker. I'm not on Instagram. I used to have one, but then I took my photos and shit off. Turns out Instagram's terrible for people. Who knew?
What do you know?
I'm still on Facebook. I don't post a whole lot of personal content anymore.
You mean to tell me the website that promotes nothing but beauty features immediately on your photos?
It's terrible.
I can't imagine.
Big shocker. That came out this year.
You mean it doesn't improve your self-esteem after all?
Nah, man. No.
But in the short term, it does. Look how cool! Look how pretty I could look.
Specifically to teens,
Look how pretty I could
teens, it does terrible harm. Now, me personally, it wouldn't have harmed me because I followed like random photography shit, like especially nature shit. I don't know why. I love it, guys.
I mean, well, it ain't that. For me, it just wouldn't be that deep. But I'm also not like.
Right.
I'm not like that vain about myself.
Yeah, I just don't.
Like, I'm not comparing myself to other people, and that's even Instagram. Like, I don't give a fuck how many pictures you take of yourself
or how many likes.
Yeah,
or
like
whatever.
I don't care. The only thing I used Instagram for at all was to follow my tattoo artists. That's all. That was like the only reason I wanted to in the first place. Is like I don't care. Like it's like Instagram. Just like I don't know. It's good for people if you want to make like makeup tutorials and like small type of videos like that. And,
if done in the correct way, you can use it to build a brand, a company, a platform. Essentially,
sure,
that's what it's meant for. But it's the way that it comes around. It's terrible for the population. That's why I don't have one. I kind of just said nope. I noped out on it. I'm still on Facebook, but what can I say? They've tracked me since 2007. It's the one. It's the one that's tracked me. Just like Google. Google has had me since I had a Gmail, which is around the same time.
We need a weird we need a paradox type situation, and where we have a dating website for people who have no social media presence.
But that
of itself is a social media presence, right?
Yeah.
So what do you do?
Is sort of social media.
The solution is you go back to the old days
of just meeting in person, writing letters.
Not just that. We got to do it some type of dating. Don't you remember? Not speed dating. This is a different thing where I'm going. When people would sit in front of a television and they would record themselves talking like it's you know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I do.
Hello.
Thought I told you never to call me here.
Some of the things I love are photography, travel, skiing, and cuddling.
This is a very exciting time for my life because I'm just starting a new claims adjusting business.
I don't know, the type of girl that I'm looking for is one that's really attractive to me.
Hello, my name is Jimothy. I like to take long walks on the beach and to stroke stray cats. I like to carry around a bag of birdseed in my pocket and feed the local pigeons every time I walk through 3rd Street. I also...
3rd Street?
I don't know. But my point being is like I'm looking for someone who would also like to feed birds with me and possibly not get kidnapped. You know.
Yeah. I remember those. And they were like always recorded with a mic on a stool. Usually.
Yeah, you're sitting in a stool, like a backdrop.
What were they? Damn it. If only there was something that existed that could give us all the answers in the world.
Right. Well, BuzzFeed's not one of those things, and neither are any of these other websites.
But you know what? They could find a mate on one of these. If you were looking for someone and these websites appealed to you.
Yeah, if you're in this niche camp of human beings,
congratulations, we're going to shine some light.
Yes, we are. And I was alluding to this earlier. I tried multiple times, but to fail. And that just goes to show you that I need to quit slacking in the podcast universe because I'm getting very sad when it comes to my transition skills. It shouldn't be Jimothy Rules anymore. No. It sounds like it should be Jimothy Drools, and Jimothy fucking sucks. But
Jimothy needs to listen to some more Jim Cornette.
Yeah, he does, and
so he can know his role and move on through his transitions and
figure out what the hell I'm doing in life. The way they transition into ads, man, is fucking beautiful. It's so flawless. Otherwise, it's the cult of meat with extra cheese.
Oh my god!
No mustard, please.
I don't.
Fuck. Goddamn.
Anyways,
well, if you were like corny, if he were an angry man, and if his desired person were angry as well, maybe they could have a website that's dedicated to their dating preferences. So yes, as we were saying, we're gonna look at apparently 23 weird dating websites they say that I did not know existed. And little do you know, me and Jer, many years ago, during the J&J days, we had kind of done something similar. Like, it wasn't so much like a list like that.
No, but we just talked about some weird ones.
Yeah, we kind of just found some one day.
Yeah.
And honestly, a very young Kiwi, he was present for that as well. Like, towards the tail end of it. Yeah, he kind of
the tail end of that.
This was back when we were using Skype. Of all things.
It was such a nightmare.
Oh, yeah. I mean, well, Zoom's not much better when you think about it, but Zoom's our modern day Skype.
At least it's got built-in recording.
Mm-hmm.
But we sort of listed them out, I think, in Skype or in a document, and we were like, okay, we'll talk about these. No, you sprung some on me.
Yeah, they just kind of came out of thin air.
Yeah.
Those were like our renegade.
And then I started looking, looking for some, I think, that we also found.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you were always, like, that's a notorious sound back in J&J, yes, was your keyboard constantly, because you always had,
sorry.
Well, you're a guy who, you're like, man, I got to have a loud keyboard.
I do.
It's got to click. And I get that, man, because I'm the same way.
It lets me know where my fingers are on the keyboard by the sound.
Well, for me, it's more like a sensory thing. It's like, oh, that means it registered.
Yeah.
That's a registering hit.
It's like a typewriter, even though we never really experienced
typewriters are beautiful, though, man. I'd love to own a typewriter. Now, the original article I saw this on was BuzzFeed, and BuzzFeed being the wonderful beacon of intelligent opinions and all that good stuff. It didn't have the pictures I was looking for, and it said 21 weird dating websites, I believe. So all these websites, I'm pretty certain, are all just like duplicate, regurgitated garbage.
Well, yeah, it's for clicks.
For clicks. So whoever I'm giving credit to, I don't fucking know. Take your pick. If you had anything like this as an article for your website, lay claim to it. I don't give a fuck. I'm looking at it because this one had pictures that is working with this laptop. I'm guessing the other one had dead host images or something like that. But this is from Poplistical. So, okay, sure. We'll go with that. Poplistical, I like it. It sounds a lot cuter than BuzzFeed, but it's a lot harder to say. So we're going to dive into some of these here. We'll have some fun, I guess.
All right, hit me. What do we...
We got diaper mates.
Okay, so what am I doing? Am I looking for shitty people?
Well, it says the website is to be considered one of the weirdest online dating sites. And folks, as they're saying this is weird, like, is this my pre-apologetic non-kink shaming speech.
Yes.
Like, I mean, I guess I'm saying it, man, like, I don't give a fuck what you like. I've said this numerous times, I'm a broken record. When it comes to sexuality, I don't give a fuck what you like.
You do you, homie.
You like what you like, as long as you're not hurting anyone.
I don't like mustard. You like mustard.
Yeah. I mean, like, as long as you're not hurting anybody, and if you are hurting somebody, as long as they're a willing recipient of that hurt, on top of that, you know,
and non-intoxicated.
Right, exactly. That's my point. Like,
not underage.
As long as the person is cooperating in whatever it is you both like,
legally in your jurisdiction,
have fun. Sure, yeah. As long as you're not breaking any laws and you're not hurting anybody else, I don't care what you do. Same with drugs. I don't care what you do. You can shoot all the fucking heroin. Don't shoot heroin. Don't. No. No, don't shoot heroin. Don't. This isn't a fucking how-to guide on how to shoot heroin. This is a don't do heroin. Please don't. God, don't do heroin. And
how do you even come up with that?
Don't do heroin.
No, don't do heroin.
But if you do heroin, I'm just saying, if you do,
you don't care.
Just as long as you're not hurting anybody else, have fun. That's all I'm saying. In the context of what you know you can do.
Right.
If you love mushrooms, go do mushrooms. As long as you're not going robbing somebody for the fucking money to go, say, get a bag of said mushrooms. Or that heroin I was talking about earlier. You know what I'm saying? That's my point. As long as you're not hurting anybody else, do whatever the fuck you want to do.
Right.
Do whatever you want to do. Unless be naked. No, now that I can't get on with. People keep clothes on. I don't want to see you. I don't want to see anybody naked. Fuck you. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it.
What's the matter?
Put a diaper on. There you go. Put a fucking diaper on like these people. And they're saying they're weird for it. And I guess it's because it's for... This website's for people who have a fetish for, diapers.
Okay.
Wearing diapers or... I guess maybe baby play or something like that. I don't like how that sounded, baby play. No.
So, I know there are people out there who like to role play as like a small child.
Sure.
But I don't think they do it sexually.
I feel like, I don't know what it is about diapers that would be so... That's very specific to me.
See, that's why I'm like, I don't think it's a sexual thing. I think they just like to dress up as a toddler and have people like
fun.
feed them baby food and like...
Well, is it like a fucking... It's a complex human furry thing.
It's like a fetish. It's like a lifestyle / fetish.
That's what I'm saying. It's a lifestyle.
I'm pretty
thing.
sure TLC covered something like that.
Like a BDSM lifestyle. It's a controlled way of living. In
a sense, yeah.
Like okay, baby want food. Baby needs spank. I need to get off this subject. It says it's mostly adult men in a wide range from 18 to 65, but there are women there too. Don't leave the ladies out. There's plenty of men in diapers to go around.
The men in diapers, I don't understand.
I'm guessing the men in diapers want each other. They can fucking lift each other's big hairy legs up and change each other's diapers.
No, thank you, sir.
Let a little
it's not for me, guys.
Put some baby powder on their big old ass, let a little food out. It's cute.
I don't think I will be signing up for this website anytime soon.
It says apparently there's a spot on that website too that you can buy diapers. You can purchase diapers right there on the website.
How convenient.
Yeah,
you don't have to go to Pampers website.
Fuck going to Walmart, dude. Just sign in on your fucking...
I wonder if they make their own products or if they do use Pampers. I wonder if Pampers sponsors them.
This is Diaper Mate, sponsored by Pampers. Hell yeah. They have...
or Loves. That's the perfect one. Sponsored by Loves.
Oh, God.
Live and learn, and then
beautiful.
Get Loves.
How about Depends? How about that? Depends diapers. I guess it does depends. And they're weird. Apparently, this website gives a weirdness rating.
A weirdness rating.
From
a kink shaming.
Sure, yeah.
Rating.
Let's call it that. The kink shaming rating. They score an 8 out of 10, so they're really fucking weird.
Yeah, they shame that kink bad.
They said, dude,
don't do this.
But I mean, like I can see it. It is weird though. I mean, like
if I didn't
weird.
have such an open, mindset and shit like that, and not care,
Sure.
essentially what people do.
I mean, like, I don't care what they do either, but
it's
but
not
it
weird.
is.
But
It's
then
weird.
from a normal person who would not have that. It's a weird situation. Like your brain automatically goes, "Oh, they're sexualizing that," when they might not be. They might just want a partner who would, share.
But that is
that
a
with
thing.
them.
That is definitely a thing, though. That
Oh
people
yeah, I'm
that-
sure there are, because people are fucking weird, man.
Like,
And I don't mean that in I just mean that in a general way. People are fucking weird.
the way I explain it is, for me, it's weird just in the idea of it in my reality.
Right.
Like, that is not something that I could. In my head, that is nothing I could see for myself. That makes no sense to me in any capacity of how that's desirable, sexy, anything like that. That doesn't make sense or register. So it's abstract, it's abnormal. It's not something I'm used to. These people, if that's what they like, sure. If you can somehow find somebody else that is also into that and also will not judge you for it, fucking full steam ahead, baby. Go right ahead.
More power to you.
Yeah, and if you're just one of those people who hate city folk and you hate city living, goddammit, farmersonly.com is for you. It's for good old country folk. It's for good old Christian, God-fearing, farm-loving, animal-fucking human beings. That last part's a little bit of an attack. Yeah, don't fuck animals. That's probably a different website. We'll get to it probably.
No, Farmers Only. I'm sorry, you don't actually fuck animals from Farmers
No,
Only.
you don't. But you're singles in the country, man. And actually, I have the Farmers Only commercial pulled up.
God.
So let's, you know what? We'll just let the commercial speak for itself. This, I guess, if you're listening to this and you're not from the South, and you, as if you haven't figured out by this point, we are very much in the South by the sounds of our accents. If you've just now, if it's me telling you this now and you just now figured it out, I mean, like, wow.
Yeah,
Fucking wow.
My job has trained me well.
But I'm sure you're sitting there, you're like, I'm not fucking retarded, Jimothy. Like, I know. We know. We all know. We all know. This is a collective, universal knowledge.
We've said that what our state is before, so if you don't know, you know.
And if you didn't, and if you don't know,
now you know.
Figure it out. I was trying to quote something real shitty, but only I'm going to get the joke. Maybe.
You know what?
Maybe somebody else will get the joke. But this Farmers Only is not for us, folks. It's just not for us. It
could be for you, though.
But it could be for you. And you might not even have to be a country bumpkin. You could just be a fucking regular old city folk.
Yeah.
And you might be all right. FarmersOnly.com. FarmersOnly.com, I said.
Where's Jill? She's really lonely and out walking the cornfield again.
Oh, God.
Do you think they will ever find us true love?
I hope.
We used to be lonely.
The cows, man.
Oh, my God.
This is...
Online dating site. They have to say that it's an online dating site.
City folks just don't get it.
You just don't fucking get it. City folk, listen here.
You don't get that we have to explain that farmersonly.com is an online dating site.
And it's not meant for you. It's meant for ranchers, country folk. It said clearly in the ad, country or city folk just don't get it. You just don't get it. You'll never get it. The cows even questioned it themselves in the video. The moo-moos out in the yard said, they said, will they ever find true love?
Yeah.
Little Diane was out there walking in the fucking cornfield, lost and confused, and there Ted was sitting on the porch, looking around like, where is she?
We shit on this, but there has to be people who have actually used it.
Oh, absolutely. Of these websites, I mean, like, we've only referenced two so far. But that one, I mean, like, I can remember those commercials.
Yeah,
there are no diaper mate commercials. I'm sure of that.
But Farmers Only played a lot on TV.
Yeah. I mean, like, and apparently these people didn't think it was that weird because they only met a 5 out of 10 on their rating scale. So country folk are kind of weird. But they're not like fucking weird. They're not diaper wearing weird. They're just kind of fucking, they're awkward. They're weird.
They're kind of.
But that is a thing, you know. I feel like that's a random Kentuckian stereotype. Is Kentucky people are weird. They are weird.
We are weird.
Like
we have a weird culture.
Yeah, it's a weird culture, weird accents. Fucking nothing makes sense here.
No.
It's
a time bubble.
Yeah, it is a time bubble. Among many others, a myriad of other things we could call it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it honestly is a stereotype of like, of all the southern states, we're weird. Just weird.
Kind of weird.
Just kind of weird. And they sense that, you know. Not that they're just talking to us in this state. They're talking to Texas, Arkansas, Alabama, you know, you name them. Tennessee, West Virginia. Sure, Florida. Why not? They say, what is it that they say in Florida? That the further north you go in Florida, the more south you go? I think that's a term in terms of culture. You go more southern, the more northern you go.
Probably.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't hear it, our birds are going ape shit. I think they like farmersonly.com.
They do like Farmers Only.
They approve. They're hollering about it. So yeah, we're only kind of weird according to Poplistical. God damn it, I'll never get their name right, dude.
Popsicles.
Let's see. Vampire Passions is our number 3. It says this is a dating site for the princes and princesses that love the darkness. Meet a single who loves vampires as much as you do. Now, okay, vampires. I know that is a thing. I can't say I didn't know that was a thing. I know bloodletting, and if you're going, I need to get off sexual fetishes. Maybe that's my problem. Because there are people who like bloodletting and sex. And that, yet again, that's a weird thing to me. That doesn't register in my head. I don't want to stab you. I want to fuck you. I don't want to fuck you up. Like, that, you know. I'm trying to fuck you, not fuck you up.
In a manner of speaking, I do kind of want to fuck you up, so to speak.
Right, but you're not like, I'm not trying to... Yeah, I want to fuck you up by fucking you the fucking death. That's why, I guess that's, but I don't want to, like, cause lacerations and stab you. Like, because I want you to be healthy. I just don't want you to be able to walk for the next day.
Understandable, man.
Very understandable. And vampires, I'm assuming, like, if it's a true vampiric lifestyle, you're going to have to want blood, right? You're going to have to, like, blood would have to play some part in it, I would think, if you're living a true vampiric lifestyle, and that's what you want in a partner.
I like to think these people like to LARP a lot.
They go LARPing, is that what they do? They go in their free time, they make styrofoam weapons and go out and...
Well, perhaps not like that. Maybe they do more of like in this day and age, it would be like vampires from Elder Scrolls, for example.
Well, you know, if we're doing that, that's okay. As long as we're not like going down like the Blade trilogy movies of fucking vampire. Well, you know, no. Could this
Blade wasn't that bad?
Would this be that's what I was going to say. I'd take that back. I love Blade. Twilight. There we go. Is this like a Twilight? Like maybe this is for Twilight fans.
It could be.
Like these are the vampire passions. The word passion.
Oh my god.
Implies, you know, I think it implies a more gentle, softer love. So it's going to be a Twilight eternal love where I'm a 12-year-old boy, 13-year-old boy who is here for 500 years and just never ages. Is that the story of Twilight? I've only watched 2 movies and I fell asleep during both of them in theaters. Jer was distracted by this loud-ass vehicle outside, ladies and gentlemen. He is still very much distracted by it.
I am distracted by it. I'm sorry, guys, because I know you can hear it as well as I can. But...
it's okay. Death will take them soon, I'm sure.
Impossibly.
That's probably not nice of me to say, but...
yeah, Twilight is about... basically, some girl wants to become a vampire. The vampire doesn't want to turn her. Then she gets pregnant, probably won't live through it. And he wants to turn her, and then she says, no, I'm not doing it now.
No, it sounds like a normal episode of Cops to me.
Yeah, anyways. I like to think that they're LARPing as vampires, because otherwise, that's a fantasy. That's straight up fantasy. I mean, vampires aren't real. Vampire bats.
Now who are you?
Are they dressing up as vampire bats and running around biting cows and sucking their blood?
Who are you telling these people that vampires ain't real, man? Don't shit on their dreams like that. Don't shit on their dreams like that. Now look, these people here at this website, these people have ranked the weirdness of this.
You know what this thing is? It's like Vampire Freaks. This is the adult version of VampireFreaks.com.
Okay, I'll take it. It's a 4 out of 10 on the weirdness rating. So they're less weird than people on Farmers Only who scored a 5.
Adults who want to be vampires, looking for other adults who want to be vampires, is not weird.
That's more normal than those hillbillies. That's why, apparently, according to this weirdness scale that we have to go by,
that's more normal than farmers looking for.
This got a 4 out of 10. Farmers Only got a 5 out of 10.
I don't understand it.
So all we have to go by so far is that diaper wearing people are horrible people.
Exactly.
That's what we have to. Oh wow, that is interesting. Okay, so this next one is called clown dating.
Clown dating.
Yeah.
Are they joking around or?
I don't think they're clowning around, man. I'm pretty sure that this is straight up. This is the thing. It said, let's see, what is their tagline on their website? Everybody loves a clown. Let a clown love you. Let a clown love you. Let a clown love you, man. What have you done? What have you been doing with your life lately, man? Let a clown love you.
This helps me understand why people can be terrified of clowns.
Don't you ever just want to cuddle with a clown?
This gives me Gacy vibes. This dating website gives me Gacy vibes.
Have you ever missed a homosexual gay serial rapist dressed in clown paint? Have you ever wanted to meet one in person? We'll go on to clown dating. Let a clown love you.
Oh my god.
Have you ever wanted to meet the insane clown posse but just never wanted to go fork out the money to go
Maybe
do
that's
it?
an undercover juggalo website.
I feel like there actually is a juggalo dating website.
Oh, I'm sure there is.
I remember back in the day.
It would be good marketing.
There was a My Juggalo space back in the day. When MySpace was still in its prominence, there was a My Juggalo space. Have you ever heard of it?
No.
And let me tell you, my 16-year-old self, I had an account. You best believe I had an account. Social media was still pretty fucking popping and new, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So why not? That and I was a fucking dork. Like, would I have anything like that? No, not now. I'm a grown up. I use dating sites.
Grown up.
I'm kidding. I don't use those either. Yeah, it's I'm not. That's another story for another day.
This is the thing too. We're going through this list of dating websites. Most people use apps now.
Yeah. Well, who are we to say that clown dating doesn't have an app?
That's true. That's true.
But who's going to admit that? That's an interesting app to have on your phone. You just see the little clown dating, little honky nose or something.
Just a little, like a clown head.
I hope it's a clown dick. I hope it's a dick painted up in clown paint.
What would it?
It's a dick painted up in clown paint with a big red nose on the end of it.
Well, maybe not all are all clowns male.
No, but like we're just going to... Who is using this site, dude? I can see diapers more than I can see clowns.
I'm just like, I don't know anyone personally who's in the clown profession.
It says, ask any clown and they will tell you how hard it is to find love when they are behind that entire makeup and big red nose. Well, who doesn't struggle finding love when they're, on the job in clown paint? Or do these, I guess maybe these people are just in clown paint all year long. They're in clown paint forever.
Can't take it off.
They can't take it off.
That seems foolish. I don't know about that website.
It says clown dating hopes to change this and help clowns meet their special someone, a partner that will love being entertained by them every day. A kidnap victim is probably what they're assuming.
Do they have a dating website for comedians?
That'd be funny if they did. Did you like that?
Yeah.
That was good, wasn't it? If I'm gonna see this, I'm scared to even check this out. Maybe it'll pop up. Yeah, I'm gonna pop. Okay, it is real. Clowndating.com. We are on it right now. Oh, well, that's good. It shows me the recently signed up people. So, good for them. Good for these people. Let strangers like me. Let strangers like me who have no interest in making an account on this website just look at you. Let me see what you people look like. And oddly enough, none of them are in clown paint.
Imagine that.
They're undercover juggalos. Well, I think we've debunked it.
We have debunked it.
How
weird are they?
Maybe we should make an account on here.
No, we should not.
You don't think so?
No.
Maybe let's do it so that way we can catfish a mime into our podcast.
Mimes aren't clowns, are they?
Tomato. Now, they might find that offensive, but I think, they're all in the same clown college, just different branch of study.
I mean, yeah.
It's like the black mage of clowns, you know what I mean?
You know what? I think mimes lick the icy.
That could be. The color and happiness have been drained out of them. Now it's just filled with murder and sad.
That's what happened.
Let's see, the site features. Let's see, what kind of site features do we have here? It's in a tiny box. Oh, you get winks. There's 100% genuine members. There's no fakes here, man. No fakes here. Nobody's.
Oh, thank goodness.
No clowning fucking around, dude. There's no fake clowns on here. They're all real legit motherfuckers. These guys are. It's free to join. You don't have to pay a thing. It's great. It's free.
Thank God for that.
You can find your ideal partner. UK based support. UK.
Is this a UK website?
Huh. Oh, they were featured on Ellen DeGeneres at one point, so I guess that's a bragging feature. They have a YouTube link to it. I am not clicking it. No, that's a clown FAQ. That's another video they have loaded up here on their main page. It's the only two videos that they have on display, actually. Is a clown frequently asked questions video and a plug from Ellen DeGeneres. Because if Ellen DeGeneres is plugging it,
it's legit.
It's fucking legit, baby. It says this site is also full of clowns and entertainers, online chat, free email updates. There's a selling point. Free email updates.
We need more emails.
Exactly, man. You need emails for everything. 10 of them from every website, every 2 hours, every day.
Yes.
Please stay on top of it. It gives you get instant matches. You can see who views you.
Okay.
They have a blocking facility. What's that even mean?
Blocking facility?
Oh, and they have links to buy clown dresses. Oh, that's good. And it's a 25% off.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, what are we fucking waiting for? Let's see, show me women between 25 and 33. By God, all countries. Fuck it, we'll go around the world. Show me. Search now. Well, I feel like all of you are fake.
Probably.
Actually, maybe not. Like there's 8. It looks like there's a total of 8 pages worth of results and about looks like to be 15 results per page. So, well, you could. It's whatever you're into, man.
Yeah.
They get an 8 out of 10 on the weirdness scale. So them and the diaper people are right there with each other, I guess. Okay. Amish crush. Okay. That's interesting.
The Amish don't... What?
Hey, that's kind of like I was saying earlier. I guess it does exist.
The paradox does exist.
Yeah. You have a dating website for those... In this case, I guess, not technophobes. They just don't believe in modern technology. Is that the Amish or is that Mennonites? I'm not real sure.
Pretty sure most Amish are technophobes.
For the sake of our sake, that's what we're going to go with. If we are wrong, then it's kind of like making a joke.
But that's not weird.
It's kind of like making a joke about a homeless person. It's like they're not going to hear it.
So the Amish dating website sort of makes sense for Amish members also when they go out of the community or whatever?
But would an Amish person who's never been around the internet or a phone, would they even know, like, as their first thought, like, to look up dating sites?
No.
For, so, like, really, in a sense, this is for Amish fetishists. That's what this is. This has got to be for Amish fetishists. Because there's, like, the odds of it being a true Amish person, unless they just come from Amish descent, of people who long left the Amish community generations before them. That's the only way I could think. Like, just a bloodline. They're a fucking yawner or something.
Like some type of king or something, prince.
Yeah. I am like the 300th millionth Amish person to pop out this generation.
Oh my gosh.
It's 3 families.
3 families?
3 families.
How weird are they?
How weird are they?
Because to me, that's not really that weird.
3 out of 10. They are the least weird thing on this scale to this point.
Awesome.
It says, okay, what they have to say. How exactly will the Amish use this to set their profiles and find their soulmates? This is the first time you will meet something so impractical in the dating world. Okay, so this...
They
acknowledged it pretty accurately. That's fair. Who the fuck is using this website?
People who aren't Amish.
You could take a quiz to find out,
If you're Amish?
I guess if you're Amish enough. Are you Amish enough is the question.
No.
That is... Register your Amish Mennonite dating profile. Well, that's fun. Good for them. At least they have something in case somehow they find it.
Right.
It's good to know that this is just sitting on the internet servers of life.
Existing.
Yeah, it's existing. It's out there.
In the metaverse.
It's like, people say, if you can think it, somebody's into it. I guess that proves your point. If you can think it, it exists at this rate in life. It actually gives me the website address on this link. If I had known that, I wouldn't have went through and typed that shit earlier for the clowns. I could have just clicked the shit. Okay, positive singles. Well, is that weird, though? I don't feel like that's weird.
Wait, which one?
Positive singles, if it's what I'm thinking it is. It says sharing your STD information with a potential match should no longer be a problem with herpes fish. This site lets you meet other people with the same condition as yours. 4 out of 10 weirdness ratings. So this is a little more weird than Amish people wanting to get together. It's people who like, look, man, I have herpes. Oh, really? I have Hep C. Okay, you want to go hang out or something?
I don't think...
I know that's a bit of a gap.
I don't think them 2 people are going to be matching up. I think it's if you got...
Like,
herpes,
you have Hep C? I have Hep C too.
Yeah.
Beautiful. But I feel like that's a good thing, though. Like, if you're not cured.
There shouldn't be stigmatism behind it anyway.
No, there shouldn't be. There shouldn't be. But that's my point. Like, that's why I'm like, this isn't really that weird. If anything, this is the most rational website I have seen to this point. It's because it's like it has a service.
Just because they've got some type of sexual disease does not mean that they should not be allowed to have sex.
Right, but it also, like, if there's people that are out there and that's something that scares them if they don't have any of those types of diseases or anything.
Yeah.
Like, more power to you. You shouldn't have to. So, positive solution, so to speak. No pun intended.
Positive, yeah.
Positive singles. Why not? Makes sense. I really don't.
I just can't get behind the name.
No, I mean the name's weird, but with these websites, you get.
It should have just been called Positive Singles.
It is called Positive Singles. I think Herpes Fish may be a different, like, offshoot website. That may be for people simply with, like, herpes complex or something. It could be. Just like a Plenty of Fish, just a different website. But, no, I'm looking at the still shot of it, and it is positivesingles.com. Which, like I said, I really can't say much about it. I'm just like, I don't see anything weird about this one. It's just... there's not a lot of people. Actually, there may be a lot of people that use that website. It says 1.7 plus registered members, so it's a service for somebody.
Yeah.
Can't date my pet. Wait, huh?
No.
What is?
No.
Oh, thank God.
Okay.
It's not. It's for people. It's for pet lovers. It says, but wait. Weirdness ratings 1 out of 10, so they're not fucking these animals. So that's clarified right there. It's just people apparently who really like pets. So this is just a dating website because the odds that you're going to meet somebody who doesn't like pets, unless it's for like insane amount of pets, like yo, I got a fucking farm,
right?
But I don't think so. It's because it's just a picture of two people sitting with a fucking dog, just them and their little doggo just hanging out in this meadow or field.
I understand that because, you know, a lot of people on social media post about how much they like animals now.
Sure. You know what? I bet you I'm not like anybody else. I like animals. I like animals.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I'm the best. I love animals.
You gonna save the Amazon?
Yeah. Do you know how many trees they kill every day?
Well, how many?
It's a fucking lot, man. It's a lot. We got to step in there and we got to get into action. We got to do something about it.
All right, Greenbelt.
All right, I'm going to get away from Date My Pet. That's boring. Weirdness rating 1 out of 10. That's literally the most normal one on here. It's just like, yo, everybody likes animals, so let's just get on here. Furry mate. Okay.
Look.
I like how you're like, look, man, hang on. All right, floor is yours, my man. Have at it, because this gives me a moment.
Weirdness, yes. Very, I can understand from a normal person's period.
Well, it is a 9 out of 10 on the rating scale.
Not more weird than fucking diapers.
Apparently it is.
Although,
so this is the weirdest thing to this point. There's no 10 out of 10 yet.
Look. I will say this.
This is 3 times as weird as vampires.
Anthropomorphizing, the animals and making them do sexual things, which is mainly the content those people consume when it comes to like pornographic material. But not everybody's like that. Some furries aren't sexual about it all. Some of them just enjoy dressing up in a furry suit or a fursuit.
Is it like we said earlier with the BDSM and the diapers and stuff? It's like it's a controlled way of living, so to speak.
Yeah.
It's a controlled activity in your lifestyle.
It's like a sliding scale, and you're going to find it somewhere on there. Kind of like autism. I mean,
folks. If you've never heard furries on the autism spectrum ever compared in the same breath, you have now.
It's perfect. It's a perfect comparison. It's a spectrum. So there's a furry spectrum. There's some that over-sexualize it. There's some that don't sexualize it at all.
Sure, that makes sense. I mean, I get what you're saying.
That's where brownies and cloppers and all that fall. Furries.
It says, those who love dressing up like an animal can find their lovers and furry mate.
It's understandable. It's not weird.
This is the only dating site where you can get involved with your furry friend, it says. Mm-hmm. Well, that's good. I don't know anything about furries outside of, like, maybe what you have told me or what other people I've known that's kind of into that stuff. Maybe not even into it, just, like, maybe dressing up every now and again or some shit. Yeah. I don't know. But do people have, like, a preference in the animals that they want other people to be, like, that they're attracted to? Or is it just like, I don't give a fuck, you're an animal? Like, there's like, we're fucking animals, baby. This is a Bloodhound Gang song, and I'm going to rail you out, and they don't care.
You and me, baby, ain't nothing but mammals, so let's do it like they do on the Discovery Channel. Getting horny now.
I don't know. I'm not one of them. I can't speak to that.
I just wonder. I mean, like, I don't know if there's a hierarchy of like what people are attracted to.
I don't think it is. I think it's more considered. They call it your fursona. That's the fursuit you would create for yourself.
Is it like a character? Is it like a drag queen or something, or a cross-dresser has their stage
based on your personality,
their stage name, whatever like they feel is like their soul or something
that's their inner furry.
This is my essence. Like this is what I feel like I am, or something. I guess.
Basically.
It just sounds more like maybe like a self-empowering type of.
To me,
fetish.
it's a website for a fandom.
Sure. Yeah.
But it's a fandom website. I can't see it being that weird, though.
Well, one thing that you wouldn't have to worry about is being on dead meat. deadmeat.com. Meat, M-E-E-T.
Oh, okay.
Dead Meat is apparently, it's a dating site for morticians.
Oh.
It says morticians find it difficult to find love on other dating websites. Oh man, they have dead dick.
I wonder why.
Other singles are too concerned about life that they would not like the idea of death near them. But let's face it, who does? Dead Meat is an online dating site for morticians and funeral directors who want to meet people with the same passion as theirs. You know, I almost dated a funeral director a long time ago.
Well, I mean, our buddy.
And I won't lie to you, funeral directors, maybe this is out of line for me to say, but female funeral directors might be like morbidly sexy. Morbidly sexy.
Morbidly sexy.
I don't know what that means,
I don't
honestly. No, that's she's just the only one I know, and she was like near my age. You know, it's just been a long time ago. So that's the only frame of reference I have. Probably the rest of them look like the goddamn Crypt Keeper. I don't know. So
well, you got to think too. A lot of these people are religious and superstitious, so they would think that death would follow these people.
Follow the morticians?
Yeah,
sure. You know, I don't know. I feel like I'd be more interested in picking their brain.
Right, that would make them an interesting partner.
Like shit, one of our closest friends, you know, years ago, was a mortician.
Yeah,
I picked that man's fucking brain every time I got a chance to because, like, it's such a fucking surreal thing to have to deal with on a daily basis is the dead.
Yeah.
Dealing with the dead on a regular basis. Your customers ain't complaining, folks. Your customers ain't talking to you.
Well, technically.
Man, if they are, you maybe fucking get a wrench or something and hit them.
Generally, your customers are the living relatives of the dead individual.
Oh,
the corpse.
You know what's unfortunate?
The corpse don't care.
The corpse don't care, neither did the people who own the website because the website is dead.
Oh.
You know, what a fitting end to a mortician-based dating website. It died. No longer exists. Women behind bars. Now, I feel like I've heard of this one before.
We've covered this one before.
Did we?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it says some guys like dating women who are behind bars who are bold and courageous. Women behind bars has plenty of women looking for guys in the outside world. So
now I feel like there's one for men, too.
Yeah, see, that's what I was going to say because the one I remembered was like, it was women who would write letters and stuff to inmates.
Yeah.
Like male inmates at these penitentiaries and whatnot. So I'm guessing, like women behind bars, it's the same exact concept, just flipped on the other foot.
It's not weird.
No, it's not weird. But
it's kind of weird.
I think it's more weird from the person outside looking in.
Yeah.
Like, it's more weird for the person that's signing up for this, that's on the outside. It's like, there's a lot of men out there that don't get a chance in this world to show their true worth to a woman. I bet there's someone in prison. Who...
My soulmate.
They've learned their lesson. He cut off 10 children's head. He learned his lesson. He's on parole. He's getting out. He's been on good behavior.
DahmerDating.com.
DahmerDating.com. It's fucking delish. That's got to be I don't know, man. I feel like maybe not to attack these people, but I just don't feel like I could ever get to that point of loneliness in my life that I just want to message inmates, like active inmates.
Right.
What are they in there for? I mean, like, can I see that? Is that a perk? Let that be something I can see on these websites. That may be. Like, okay, if I'm looking at active inmates, let me look and see what the fuck.
What are the chances?
What were their charges, and what are the odds they're getting out? How long am I looking at these people being in there? That should be information. If you're on the outside looking in, you should have that information available to you.
Which I'm sure you do.
Yeah, I mean, like, people. It's not abnormal for people to do background checks on someone they met in a club. They go dating, like they just met this person. It's not weird that people do that because they do. I can't blame you for wanting to run background checks on people or try to figure out, because you don't know who the fuck people are sometimes. Some people just are not going to tell you. And you don't have to worry about a fucking sea captain not telling you.
Oh my God. Why would they have trouble finding dates?
I don't know, man.
They make a lot of goddamn money. They're never home.
Who doesn't want to be on the sea? It's fucking,
They're
you
never
get to
home.
sing sea shanties all day.
Dude, you couldn't bring your spot. Think about this logically now. Let's not go fantastic with it.
Yo ho ho and a bottle of rum, my man.
I wish. Well, I don't wish that was still how it was, but Somalia, it could be that way still.
This website says, don't go for a pirate when you can fall in love with the captain.
Well, what the fuck does...
It's like sea captains, like... I'm assuming like tour boat guides and shit.
Like sea monkeys.
Sea monkeys, well...
They're not really there, it's just bots.
Okay, I have to see. SeaCaptainDate.com. I have to know what's going on here. Let's see. Sea Captain Date. I have to get it next to me. The font is super tiny, my man.
Doiny.
Sea Captain Date is the internet's #1 dating site for sea captains who wish to connect with men and women on land and on sea who share a mutual love of the ocean. With thousands of sea captains already online, there's no doubt that SeaCaptainDate.com is the first port of call for anyone searching for romance on the 7 seas and beyond. Well, thank fuck that they came to the rescue to save these fucking captains.
It's not so much about being an actual captain of a ship as that's just what they call the people on their website.
Right.
That's garbage.
Ahoy. Well, it's a 2 out of 10, so I guess they didn't. They didn't.
Weird.
Stash Passions.
Stash Passions
is next on our list at number 12. How do you like your mustaches? Stash Passions will help you find a husband with a mustache just the way you like it. So if you're that vain in your existence that a fucking mustache is your determining factor as to what makes for a lifelong partner.
What if I'm looking for a wife with a mustache?
Well, then you're shit out of luck, pal. There's no websites for that. You're going to have to go to the circus and go to the freak tent, buddy.
The freak show.
Or find someone with a high testosterone level. Either or.
A trans gentleman?
Sure.
Could be.
It could be.
You know what? No, I'm not going to say that. That's terrible.
The Stash Passions, 3 out of 10 on the weirdness rank. So
it is kind of weird.
It is weird if you're looking.
It's vain.
It's very vain.
Like Darwin dating.
It's not as weird as sea captains, or sea captains aren't as weird as mustaches. Apparently, 2 out of 10 versus 3 out of 10. Good God.
I really don't trust Popsicle.
I don't either. Popsicle, whatever the fuck this website is, we are not going to try to get your name correct because we're only using you for this article. You mean nothing to us.
You are merely a stepping stone.
Okay, this one apparently is the least weird on this scale to this point. It is the only one I've seen with a 1 out of 10.
1 out of 10.
It is called Wealthy Men.
Wealthy men. Well, that's great. The gold digger.
Yeah. At least you will know why she is dating you. WealthyMen.com is for the ladies who want to be spoiled by rich men. Who doesn't want to be spoiled by a fucking rich man? You know what I'm saying?
Sign me up, baby.
I want to be spoiled by a rich man. I mean, I don't give a fuck.
Right, I don't either. Fuck, I'll suck old dick all day. Well, actually, I don't have to. I am spoiled by a rich man.
If I'm getting paid, I guess I have to suck your dick, right?
Well, it depends on the contract, I suppose.
I mean, if there is a contract in place, there doesn't have to be one necessarily. I don't know if I classify to be on a website like wealthymen.com.
I don't think you do, my man.
But I think I may actually qualify for metaldating.com. I did not even know that was a thing. Wait a minute. Well, that one's 1 out of 10 as well, so that one's not even this weird. So if you're a vampire or if you're a redneck, you ain't as weird as those people that like
metal music.
Rich people or metal music. Yeah.
But now if the banjos are playing and they're singing country music,
protect your ever-loving butthole, young man. Run for the hills. Actually, run away from the hills because the hills is where the danger lies.
Hills is where they come from.
That's where they come from, man. You better get the duck and running, as Three Doors Down once said. It says, are you a metalhead looking for a partner who loves metal music?
Why, yes.
Of course, who doesn't?
Always.
MetalDating.com is a website for singles searching for other singles interested in gothic, heavy metal, and black metal. That's a strange...
That's very specific subgenres of metal.
Yes, that's very specific. I'm sure they mean like just as a whole.
Perhaps I don't.
But gothic? Really? The very first thing you list is gothic. Like, why? A hymn? 69 Eyes? Shit like that. That's where we're starting. That's our starting point? Okay, so we jump from that to heavy. Like, just heavy, comma. Then metal, comma. It's gothic, comma, heavy, comma, metal, comma, and black metal. That's what is written.
All right, so a bot designed a website to trap people and steal their information.
Yes. What kind of metal do you like, huh? Well, we'll figure out what kind of bands to advertise to you.
Exactly.
How's that sound?
It could be handy. Maybe you should sign up for it. Let us know how it goes.
Shit, man. If I'd known about that one a long time ago, I would have. If something ever happens one day in my life that I'm a single man, sure. Why not?
Why not?
Why not? That'd be something. I mean, like, I love metal, dude. I mean, as if it's not apparent, but by the wall behind me, you know, with some of the artwork or the shirt I'm even wearing.
I had no fucking idea that you enjoyed metal music.
It's the goatee is what it is.
I thought you just enjoyed the artwork.
I do, man. I love the artwork, and I like bluegrass. That's my favorite genre. It's the only one I listen to. Bluegrass and
Some
gospel.
heavy shit, man.
I love gospel.
Oh yeah, praise be.
Now, I will say, like...
How weird are metal people?
I think now, I was going to say, I feel like, honestly, a dating website for metalheads would be obnoxious.
I imagine so.
Just for the fact that elitism is awful.
A big thing in metal.
In metal, yeah. And everybody's like, well, my dick's bigger than yours in metal. Like, metaphorically saying, like, yeah, I listen to heavier shit than you. It seems like it's always a competition between elitists, and people are very stubborn in the genres that they like.
Right.
And there's very little deviating in some cases, and anything new or abstract from the fucking metal that they like is garbage, and it's just not real metal. So it's just bullshit like that. That would be really annoying to deal with, unless you just found people who like just appreciated the shit for what it is and, you know, just leave it alone. Well, look at there. That would have been another one for me, apparently. Hot Sauce Passions. How about it?
Hot Sauce Passions?
Hot Sauce Passions.
Do they just love Texas Pete?
Maybe they do. Says if you are that kind of person that adds hot sauce on every dish until your forehead sweats, Hot Sauce Passion is for you.
I don't think these people should be hooking up because the medical bills over their lifetime are going to become unnecessarily and financially huge.
You're likely to find a soulmate here who can try jalapeno on every meal.
Well, they're not. Hopefully, they don't have anal.
Yeah, hopefully they don't. I mean, like, how's their butthole if they're eating jalapenos on everything?
What
Why
butthole?
jalapeno?
I don't know.
Like, semi-mild? If you're on Hot Sauce Passions, you better be like fucking guzzling Carolina's Reaper shit.
It's not hot ones now. They're not like fucking going for the last dab here.
Sure they are. They need to.
I guess they kind of are because they're looking for that mate, right? Well, the funny fact is, most of these websites will just be used for hookups.
Sure. At the end of the day, yeah, they're like, look.
Because people just want to fuck, and they're just looking for other people that like the same shit that they do.
Sure, and like even a website like Positive Singles, there's you another great reason why this serves a great service for people who are scared shitless of STDs that don't have them.
Yeah,
like the people who have similar matching ones. If they want to just fucking hook up and don't want to wear a condom, fucking have at it.
Which, you know,
Spread sickness. Who cares?
Scientifically speaking, there are benefits to not wearing a condom. Not saying that you should have unprotected sex.
Yeah, it feels better.
No, there's like actual chemical releases in a female's body. It's good for their like hormones and all kinds of shit.
So there you go. Feels better for them. Feels better for us.
Yes, everybody's better.
Prescription for love. Says it can be hard to find love when living with a health condition or disease.
Yes, it can.
Maybe you are worrying you won't be perfect for someone or they wouldn't understand your condition. But with prescription for love, you'll find someone living with the same health issues as you. Well, that'll last wait just a minute there. Just the same as you. Now, what do they mean?
Health issues. Yes, I would like to find someone who's pre-diabetic, has amnesia.
Is that what's going on here?
I guess so. Prescription dating. That sounds like DoorDash a partner.
It gives a resource, a list of resources over here on the left-hand side of the website. Mm-hmm. It's literally, I guess, just listing
health issues,
different types of health issues and ailments. Yeah. ADD, AIDS, HIV, allergies, asthma, amputee, anxiety disorders, arthritis.
Now,
arthritis.
Now, if I have anxiety disorder and I sign up for this website, is it going to pair me with somebody who has AIDS?
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe it could be a roulette.
Although in today's world with PrEP and things like that, that's not so much of a concern. There's a vaccine.
Little people is on here.
Little people.
Yes, as little people.
As an ailment?
Yeah. Yes.
What the fuck?
Burn survivors. Deafness. Disabled.
It's another website designed by bots to let humans fuck and populate.
Blindness. They ain't reading this shit.
No, it's getting read to them by the computer.
I hope so. That's 6 out of 10 weirdness, I guess.
I imagine so, with little people being listed as an ailment.
It says you can share your joys, challenges, and what you have gone through before meeting your soulmate. So be an open book before you meet them. Tell your life story to this human being.
Sure. How dating usually goes?
I guess, yeah. I guess
so. Prescription dating is basically just a normal dating website for people who are sick. So could I sign up if I have the flu and look for other people who have the flu?
Sure. Why not? What's stopping us at this point? Yeah. Are you COVID positive, bro?
Sign up at
I'm COVID
positive dating.
We're all COVID. God damn it! I'm glad we're getting towards the end of this because I'm getting to the point where I can't speak.
I wonder if there's a website for just vaccinated people.
If there's not, one's coming, I bet.
If there's not, there's one for unvaxxed people for sure.
Well, I mean, like there is a thing on Tinder, as far as I understand, like
you can
select if you're vaccinated or not. Yeah, that is a option on there. You can show whether you are vaccinated or not.
Because that's important information to know.
I mean, some people it may be. Some people may feel like they don't want to date somebody who's not vaccinated.
And yeah, well, generally at this point, if you're not vaccinated, it's just a decision.
Yeah, it's by choice.
Politically.
And I feel like you should have that choice. I don't feel like you should have to.
I'm not saying that, no, you shouldn't. You do have that choice. But it's just weird to me that you would make that choice.
Yeah. Like, it just seems like kind of irrelevant in the grand scheme of things to a partner. King Snake After Dark.
What?
Yeah, King Snake After Dark. It says this is one of the oldest and largest dating websites for reptile and amphibian lovers. It's hard for someone who loves snakes to meet their special someone and other singles. I don't feel like that. As long as it's like, yo man, as long as you ain't getting the fucking snake out and touching me with it, you can have a snake. I don't care.
Right.
I know some people are weird about snakes and superstitious and think they're fucking evil and demonic, but it's a snake. As long as it's in a glass container and they can't get out, I don't care.
Right. I mean, I kind of understand from a responsibility standpoint. They're a medical risk.
I mean, like, I don't want this fucker getting loose and, like, wrapping around me and giving me a death hug. That doesn't sound appealing to me.
Sure it does.
I guess if you like snakes and shit,
They're probably weird, right? 3 out of 10?
Yeah, 3 out of 10 is exactly what it is. Did you peep?
No, I
You
ain't peeping.
peeper.
I figured based on Lollipop's projection system so far, that's what they would be.
We're almost to the end of this. We're getting close.
Oh my dear.
We're so close. Number 18 is singles with food allergies.
Makes sense.
We have one for fucking crippled people and everything else, so why not? We need one. We need one for. Are you allergic to peanut butter? Me too.
We don't have to worry about dying from our peanut allergy.
Yeah, and this one's less weird than people with potential autism or deafness or anything like that. You know, mingling with each other. This is way less weird, apparently.
Okay.
I don't get what this is 1 out of 10. This says
prescription dating was higher rated.
Oh, I was going down. We're going to it. Ugly schmucks is what we're looking at.
As opposed to Darwin dating.
That remind me. What
Darwin dating was for people who were only 10s.
Oh, like they had, wasn't, I think there was a thing on the website.
If the community found you ugly, they would kick you off the website.
Mm-hmm. Like you practically had to, what they identified as flawless.
Yes.
Like no blemishes, no moles, you know, like things like that, even to the minute detail.
Yeah. So this is for everybody else.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for the rest of us out here, us ugly fucking schmucks. If you are tired of searching for someone attractive and want to meet someone with weird personalities, ugly schmucks are there for you. All pretty people.
God, these fucking taglines.
Pretty people do not have fucking weird personalities, man. They're pure.
They're pure.
As far as I know, everybody's fucking weird. To me, all y'all are weird. Everybody's weird. I'm right.
Exactly.
I'm right.
My existence is the truth.
Mine is the only one I can rely on.
The absolute.
Exactly. Says you'll meet all types of faces, size, and shapes in here. Ugly schmucks is for those who feel uncomfortable or unattractive in their color, face,
and
or
they're
body.
only slightly weird.
Only slightly weird. 5 out of 10.
Yeah,
5
I was thinking it would be higher than a 3.
And, yep. A little bit.
Nice.
These poor motherfuckers, man. Like, so if you're so beaten in your self-esteem that you're like, man,
well, you know
I
what?
just have to accept it. I'm ugly. I'm a fucking hideous human being. I'm a fucking disgrace to God. I was birthed an anomaly.
Maybe they weren't birthed. Maybe it happened through accident.
They survived an abortion is what happened. These are
maybe
walking upright
maybe they
abortion
survived a
survivors.
toilet explosion and now their face is all fucked up.
We have to go to this website. We got to see if there's any like what are we defining here as
who's signing up?
Yeah, who is signing up for a website like this?
Who is your audience? Ugly schmuck.
Welcome to the Elite Ugly Dating Site, exclusively for
Elite Ugly Dating Site.
Exclusively for ugly schmucks.
Awesome.
In today's day and age, searching for a partner can be such a daunting task, especially if you're like a lot of us who are not that attractive.
That's why I didn't do the searching.
Our ugly dating is geared towards people who may feel unattractive or uncomfortable in their own skin, and it is designed to help them succeed in meeting others who value genuine personality over outer appearance.
Praise the Lord.
It's not about what's on the outside, damn it.
Amen.
Why is the concept of ugly dating sound so absurd?
Preach.
Because it's the complete opposite of what society teaches.
Hallelujah.
To be fair, I guess it is the opposite of what society teaches. You know, our instincts and our society tells us to reproduce with the most attractive mate that we find for ourselves,
right,
and to repopulate with the strongest fucking genes that we can pass on to the next generation of humans.
Unless you're strange and fucked up like me and find the same sex attractive, and then you're just wondering why. There's no repopulation value.
You just putting your semen in.
Maybe I just enjoy sex a lot, and my body's like, well, you don't have to worry about reproducing.
You gotta dispense that cum somewhere, man.
Right.
You gotta get it out of you.
Not only on my stomach, it's got to go inside somebody.
You can't keep it bottled up. In big bold letters, it says, "I'm ugly. What can I do?"
Sign up.
You can stand up and not back down.
Awesome.
Go as far as you like, man.
Preach.
The sky's the limit for you, but you will face many challenges along the way because you're a fucking ugly son of a bitch. And that's where we come to ugly dating. Alright, I can't read any more of that, but that's fucking like...
That's what, I mean, these marketing teams come up with some...
It's literally the equivalent of this episode of SpongeBob SquarePants where he's sitting there saying the chant, "I am ugly and I am proud."
Yeah, and you know what that is also? It sounds like every other description you've ever read for those websites, just change the words.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's all regurgitation of the same sentences.
Oh, wow. Sorry. It's can do better.
Can do better.
CanDoBetter.com.
Okay.
The idea behind this dating site is for you to create a profile of you and your recent partner. And the people on the site will vote for whom between you and your partner deserves better.
Hot or not?
Hot or not, but involving your partner. Like, who deserves better, my partner or me?
My partner deserves better.
Let our relationship be dictated by the hands of strangers online.
Amen.
The one with the highest score will be then given access to the site and find someone better. So this is kind of like Survivor, I guess. It's a Survivor kind of thing. Like, okay, only one of you are allowed on the website. We need pictures of both of you. And we want to subject you to our public mass. And our audience is going to tell you which one do they think of you based on your story and your pictures and, your testimonies and whatnot. One of you should probably come on this website and find someone who will actually treat you right, treat you better.
Yeah.
They're not doing it for you. We don't know you, but from what you tell us, as we said earlier, your online projection, what you put out there, this is all these people know, man. They're going to dictate your life.
I'm adamantly aware that my partner can do better. That's why I'm gracious for having him as a partner.
Isn't it a wonderful thing when you find somebody that's like, yo, man,
definitely
what have I done?
Yeah, what did I ever do to deserve this person in my life?
You didn't go to uglyschmucks.com is what you did do.
Exactly.
You didn't go to that, man.
Unfortunately, I went to Tinder. And I did no searching whatsoever.
You didn't go to findyourfacemate.com either.
No. FaceMate.
FaceMate. Find Your FaceMate is a dating website that uses advanced technology to find similar images to your profile picture.
Okay, so you're dating your doppelganger.
That pretty much, yeah. You're looking for your doppelganger.
Why would you look for your are they
if you want to fuck yourself?
Is this for LGBTQ plus people?
It says the site's no longer available now.
I imagine not, because why would you want to fuck a woman that... I don't want to fuck a woman that looks like... Well, you know what?
I like how you had to pause and think about it.
I wouldn't care, but not like 100%. You know what I mean? I want a distinction there. Choose your gender.
Choose your gender and choose it wisely, because you cannot choose again. What? Yeah, I guess you can.
Yeah, you can change anytime.
Fuck it, choose it whenever you want to. You're a creative character, man. Do
this is the 21st century.
I couldn't find... Dude, I wouldn't want to fuck me. I'm the last person I'd want to fuck. Let alone, I don't want to find a chick that looks like me. Jesus Christ. God damn, you gotta be rough. You gotta be rough.
Come on, Jim. You gotta be like Buffalo Bill. I'd fuck me.
Yeah, I'd put the lotion on my skin too. Go find me a gothic match, buddy.
Gothic match.
Yeah.
Along with your metal matches.
Yeah. We're in the home stretch, baby. One more after this. And we can rest and bring in the new year with such glee and hope that we will never end up on any of these websites.
Amen.
Emo and goth singles find other singles seeking love or friendship from gothic match.
This was for early 2000s grown-ups now.
I think this is just what my Juggalo space turned itself into.
Probably.
It's like this. From looking at the screenshot of the homepage of that website, looks just like the. It's all red and black. It's bloody. It's dark. Looks like a bunch of lows just got out of an ICP show.
I think these websites were probably started in the early 2000s and just still exist today.
Mm-hmm. Now the final one we have come to, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, let's hear it.
Fat Bastard Dating. And
Norbit.
These people don't even look like that fat. They just kind of look. They just look like Americans to me. These just look like typical
Well, maybe
Americans.
this is like a UK website or something.
I think it's a parody website. I think it's like people at Walmart.com.
I think bots made most of these websites to catch people's information.
They just compile it. Like, hey man, this is Facebook ads gone haywire.
Yeah,
is what this is. These are the Facebook dating ads that are creeping in. Like, if Facebook dating's not pimping its own dating website to you, they're like, hey man, you're a fat fuck, right? You'd probably want to date another fat fuck because no skinny person's ever going to want to fuck you, right? So come find another fat fuck.
Oh my god, it's such a, I don't know, man. Humans are weird.
Says being a fat bastard should not limit you from finding true love.
It shouldn't.
And it shouldn't. You're right. And this website, it lets you meet other singles that will appreciate who you are without minding your size or color. Now, what did color have to do with being fat?
I have no idea.
Well, wait a minute. That came out of nowhere. Minding your size or color. Look, man. No one ever mentioned that. Fat bastard dating. We didn't say fat white bastard dating or fat black bastard dating. You know what I mean? Like, we didn't say any of this shit. Like, what's it matter?
Oh my god.
What does it fucking matter? Well, I'm going to their website. So
what's their weirdness?
It is UK. You're right. It's fat bastard.
That explains why they mention color.
Yeah, fatbastarddating.co.uk. And it says the site cannot be reached. Good. Fuck it, because we're done. We made it. We survived the gambit.
Yes. Again, guys, thank you.
Fuck you.
No, we're not doing that.
You don't want to do it. You don't want to bite on corny.
We can't steal his outro, man.
No, we can't. But
it's so unique, and him. I don't. I can't do it justice.
And we don't have the mixer here either.
Right.
We can't even play with nice sounds.
We don't get our outro to play or nothing like that.
Nothing. I gotta go into the fucking editing studio and go fix it my goddamn self. At post production.
However, I do want to say, fellas, ladies, people non-gendered, intergendered, whatever you may be, whatever dangles or doesn't dangle,
whatever the fuck you all are,
wherever you may be in the universe, in the void, existing, listening. Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you for tuning in.
Thanks for always tuning in, or never tuning in again. I don't know what to say.
We are back on schedule. We are not going to miss anymore. God damn it!
2020 keeps coming up. Happy New Year again. Merry Christmas. We didn't say it enough earlier.
Happy Kwanzaa. Happy Hanukkah.
Hope you've enjoyed your days off. Hope you enjoyed your holidays. Hope you had good times with your family. Hope if for whatever reason you didn't have a good time, I hope you had the best day.
And we hope you have a better next year.
Yeah.
After you hear this, you won't hear from us again until 2022. But it will be the first week of 2022, and it will be our 2-year anniversary. Hopefully we have something special planned for you by then. If we don't, then it will just be a normal episode, and you will just have to settle with that. But we are back on schedule. We are not going to miss a beat.
If you're subscribed to clips, subscribe to the main episode.
And leave a fucking review, man.
Yes, iTunes, no matter where it's at, leave a review.
Please, and
let us know. We need to know.
And rub my nipples next year. That's all I'm asking for. Every day of the week, rub my nipples. One of you. That's all I ask.
That could get a little raw.
It could be, but I don't care. I'll deal with it. I'll get myself a cube of ice and deal with it. Goodbye, everyone, and Happy New Year.